Hello there, my beautiful friends. How are you? Welcome back to Sacred Knowledge Tarot. I am so happy and thankful and excited to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria and I do these readings every week. Now, if you're finding yourselves in this collective space, you are called to be here today. You also chose this reading, so we have a synchronicity that is taking place. Now, over the next 24 hours, you are going to receive a message from Spirit. This could come through as a sign, as some sort of communication from somewhere, guidance. It can come in as a dream or something else, but you're definitely being communicated with right now. So the next 24 hours, I've actually been seeing the number 24 everywhere, and it's coming in really, really quickly. So I feel things are going to happen fast for you. Now, in my morning meditation, I ask Spirit for additional information, which I'm going to post here on the screen. And usually after I finish filming, I still receive messages. So when I go into editing, I will include them here on the screen. Now, a lot of signs are going to come through animals, also numbers for some of you. So I'm going to open your reading with 3 spirit animal cards. These are guides and animals energies that you're meant to work with at this time over the next 24 hours. So some of you are going to see these animals in your life. Okay, then I'm going to pull 3 cards out of my tarot deck to see what else Spirit is wanting to share with you. I'm going to pull a bonus card, a message that you're meant to hear through the Lightworkers Oracle. I'm going to pull 3 personal messages for you today. These are messages that you're meant to hear specifically today. These are messages that you're meant to carry with you over the next 24 hours. Okay, and this is where I'll ask you to pause the video, take a deep breath, connect to Spirit, and then come back to receive these messages. I'm going to close off with an angel message for you as well. So those of you that are watching today, if you've been seeing signs through animals or insects, any kind of repeating numbers, angel numbers, patterns, or symbols, or anything at all, this is all going to give you your confirmation and guidance today. So let's call in Spirit and open up your reading. Let's see what animals are going to show up for you as confirmations and signs. And some of you might already be seeing these animals, okay? And you could be seeing them anywhere in your life. So we're going to start here with a deer. Deer has been coming up quite a bit in my readings recently. So some of you might be seeing deers right now. And if you're not, you're seeing them on your screen. So we have love. Okay, this is the energy that we want to vibrate in right now. Everything starts with love and ends with love. When we vibrate the energy of love, this is where we start to experience the frequency of abundance, okay? So be gentle with yourself. When you see a deer, it means you need to take time and be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things and acknowledge your self-worth and grace. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. So deer spirit here, everyone. What a beautiful little creature. I love seeing deer. We have so many in the summer that come up in our backyard, our front yard. We live near nature, so we also get bears. So we're getting the lynx, keeper of secrets. Have any of you seen a lynx? Even a cat that looks like the one on this image counts. This is a confirmation if you haven't seen one. You're seeing one now on your screen. So keeper of secrets, take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. So they're wanting you to take the stance of an observer right now, but also to vibrate in the energy of love. There's no need to repeat what you see. I feel the information and everything that you're going to receive through observation that is meant for you. It's meant for your expansion in your consciousness. It's meant for you, for your future and for those after you, is what they're saying. So let's pull one more card here. And we are getting moose, wisdom. The energy of the moose. How many of you have seen moose in your life? This is a confirmation. And you're seeing one now on your screen. So let your head and mind reach to the stars. Yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you and you know much. So we have ancestral energy coming through here. There's something that you know that not many people do, and I feel this has to do with your family history or some sort of knowledge only your family knows. I feel this could be a family secret, but it's a good secret. It's like a secret recipe, right? And it's something that is full of love that you can share with others, right? And it creates this beautiful energy. So this is what I'm getting here, wisdom. Your wisdom is so powerful, and that wisdom is growing through observation. Okay, so look at that. So if you're seeing these animals anywhere, whether this is on the internet, in person, on TV, on in a coloring book, right, as a sticker on someone's clothing, these are all confirmations for you. All right, let's pull 3 tarot cards and see what else is coming through. They're really wanting you to stay grounded, but also trust your inner knowing. Trust your instincts, trust your gut, trust your intuition, build a strong connection with it. This is what they're saying here, 4 of Swords. All right, it's time to rest. It's time to put down the swords, take off that armor, and rest. Rest just for a moment here. Things are happening quickly, and sometimes we miss things. This has been a big message throughout my collective readings. Now, because this is a collective reading, it is for all signs. I also have your individual signs around something big coming into your life. Please check those out on my channel as well. There's a powerful energy at play right now. I've been picking this up on this the last few weeks. I've been seeing it around me. I've been seeing it in my own life. I'm seeing it everywhere. Okay, so it's important that we slow down and pay attention to the details and the experience we're having in our life right now, no matter what that experience is. So that is the 4 of Swords. We have the 2 of Swords. Look at that. So I'm getting someone that is at odds with themselves, that is not 100% sure how to show up in a situation, or to even show up in their own life in a specific scenario with someone. It's like, what mask do I wear? What mask should I wear for this? And I feel you're at a crossroads with this. And what's happening here is Spirit is wanting you to step into your true essence. There is no more this and that anymore. It has to be you. You have to choose you. That's what I'm getting here through the 2 of Swords. Okay, and next we're getting Ace of Pentacles. It's time for you to plant a new seed in your life. It's time for you to start fresh and create a new experience in your life. Right? It's now time for you to plant a new tree. Okay, and it's okay to start over. Spirit is letting you know that it is okay to start over, right? There is nothing holding you back, no one holding you back here from stepping into who you truly, authentically are. And I feel whatever this energy is asking you to take off your masks and walk into this beautiful new energy that is elevating you. It's not going to feel like that right away, especially when we're going through change and we're starting something new or fresh in our lives. We're uncertain. We're not sure exactly. They want you to release all that and allow yourself to move through into it. They want you to surrender to the flow that is coming into your life. You're feeling something for a reason. You're wanting to show up in a certain way for a reason. Allow yourself to do that. This is the beginning of that new phase, this new cycle, this new experience in your life. Now, I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, but you will also receive your own messages. So, wow, it's a beautiful experience. It feels like you are going through this internal battle with yourself. There's a part of you that you have carried around for so long, and you've come to a point in your life where you have recognized that this is something that you don't need to, this is someone that you don't need to carry around anymore. This someone is you. You don't need to carry this version of you anymore. So it's okay to release it and let it go. It's okay to release the very many different versions of you you've been carrying around for a long time. Okay, so before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today, so those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also check out your moon. But also pass this along to someone that might need to hear its message. So slowing down is really important. And, you know, what I'm getting here is it's time to rest. It's time to just drop that weight, drop that, whatever this weight is. I'm getting excuses, reasons, people, experiences, just so many different things that some of you are carrying around that you don't need to carry around. This is affecting your physical health. Some of you are really actually feeling that your physical health is affected by, and what I'm getting here is weight that you're carrying in your mind. This is an energy that you have created. Like, I'm seeing a completely different world in your mind than what you're actually living right now. There's something completely different playing out here that is actually happening in your outside reality. So they're not asking you to disconnect from this, but to actually create a balance with this, because maybe there's too much that you're putting into this. It's an illusionary space. It's not real. It's in a sense real in your mind, but it's actually not playing out in your reality the way that you think it is. So I feel this is an illusion that spirit is bringing awareness around, or something within that illusion that spirit is bringing awareness around, that needs to evaporate, that needs to be released and let go of in order to create harmony within what you're experiencing. This is how they're bringing it in. And they're also letting you know that this is being reflected in your reality right now. Like, you're going through an experience where you know you need to slow down, that you know you have to focus on your health, your well-being, your mind, your thoughts, because it just feels chaotic. It feels like, I feel some of you are going through an identity shift. This is what it really feels like. And you have to slow down because there is so much information, so much. I feel you're researching. Maybe you're going down a rabbit hole somewhere with whatever it is that you're looking into. This feels really confusing. I feel perhaps you're confused. The confusion is coming through the Two of Swords. Okay, because it's like, okay, what mask do I wear? How do I show up in the world? How do I show up in front of this? How do I show up there? We all have different personalities, right? And that's normal. I have a work personality. I have a home personality, right? I am right now work Rhea. At home Rhea, I'm more chill, more relaxed. There's different versions of us, but this is more of, because these are real versions of me when I wear different personalities, right? So just a different version of us. This is something that has actually become a big part of you, right? This is the Two of Swords. You're like at a crossroads. You're kind of battling it out. I'm seeing you needing to put the swords down, and it's because you've been kind of battling with yourself, and you have to slow down because there's too many things happening at once that might not be happening in your favor. Maybe they are happening in your favor, but it feels like you're not exactly where you're meant to be, or in the experience you would like to be in, or the version of you who would like to have this experience. It feels like you're a hot mess. It feels like you're trying to figure it out here. And it may feel a little bit chaotic. Maybe, you're going through a messy period right now in your life where things are just everywhere and you just can't even gather it. And Spirit's saying, you know what? It's okay. Let yourself go through this period. Just drop the stress and the worry and the weight that you're carrying about being a certain way or looking a certain way. Just be that way. Who cares what anyone's thinking? Just allow yourself to go through this process, whatever this process is that you're going through. Okay, so rest, take care of yourself, and you don't need to give someone a reason for being a certain way. Just be careful that you don't get caught up in this energy and go through this stagnation that can actually harm you or harm your experience, or send you down a path that you're not really wanting to experience, right? So just be careful that you don't get caught up in this energy of slowing down and then just kind of staying there, right? But right now you do need to slow down in order to find yourself, in order to really even find the truth or know what next action to take in the version of you that you need to take it. So all parts of our self, right? We have experiences in our life that we go through. So for example, in my high school years, I was a certain kind of person. I'm not that person anymore, but there was a period I was that version of me. Then after that was another version of Rhea. Then I was another version, and we carry these versions around with us because they're a part of us. And I feel right now you are merging with all versions of yourself right now, like you might be having an experience where you're going through each timeline at the same time. If that makes sense to you, it just feels like you're going through something, and I'm getting past memories, future memories, and I'm seeing you like in the middle of that and having to kind of figure things out. So you might be at a pivotal point in your life where everything is about to shift for you. You're about to move in a new direction, and you are putting the swords down. You're kind of like, okay, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm not going to let this guide me. I feel you also have picked up 2 light swords and you have cut through things. Like you have sliced through any kind of illusion. So you're finding yourself here. You're coming to this new experience, seeing yourself in a different light. Like you've been doing a lot of work on yourself here as well. I'm getting some of you still in the process of that work, and starting to make decisions that are more based to who you truly are and what you desire to actually experience, rather than, you know, focusing on others, taking care of others, putting on this false, it doesn't even feel like it's false though for you. It just feels like something that you felt you had to wear because someone told you that's who you are. Someone told you that that's what you're supposed to do. So I'm getting some sort of a connection to your ancestors, your parents, teaching you something, and all of a sudden you're coming to this point in your life where none of that is true. None of that is true. Maybe bits and pieces of it is, but there's almost like this crossroads, this experience where you get to choose what path you want to take now. And I feel there has been some sort of a realization, a breakthrough, something that has happened in your life through you slowing down and actually sitting through this, listening to it, hearing it. It's shifting. So I really feel that you're not sharing this. This is not an open external experience. It's not something that maybe other people are seeing within you. This is something definitely internal that is happening. And you're shifting into this energy where you're really becoming yourself, where you're truly realigning with that authentic version of your true essence, this version that is taking you back to your childhood. I don't know if you're doing inner healing work, this is actually needed. I feel that especially if you're going through a period right now where you don't know who you are, what you're meant to do, you know, you're just feeling lost in life right now. It's time to come back to yourself. It's time to get rid of the facade, the masks, everything that you're wearing. They want you to be vulnerable with yourself. They want you to be honest with yourself. They want you to come back to yourself before you go any further in some sort of a situation, specific scenario right now. This is really interesting because I feel that within the next 24 hours, you're going to receive a message. Maybe you're going through a crossroads right now. You're not sure exactly which way to go or what to do because you're just not sure. It's just confusing or you're uncertain. And I know when we try to do something new, shift our energy, we want to have some sort of guarantee, or we want to have a path that is going to lead us. I feel there is no path. You're not meant to know. You're meant to trust and walk and know that this is the seed that you're meant to plant, is that seed of trust, that seed of hope, that seed of faith, that this path that you have chosen, that you're about to choose, is the right path for you, because Spirit is letting you know, even if you don't know if you're making the right decision or choice, or you're not sure if you're in the right direction, trust that you're doing the right thing. That's what they're saying. You're doing the right thing. You're exactly where you're meant to be. And come back to yourself and release any kind of noise that might be directing you a certain way. You want to make a choice or decision or take an action in the way that is right for you. And as you are moving into this energy, you're basically planting a seed, and they want you to devote yourself to whatever this is. Devote yourself to this path, to find yourself following through on it, right? This has to do with everything for you. This is what they're saying. This has to do with everything. So I feel some of you have come to a breaking point in your life where you are just done with something. It's just like, okay, I've I don't know if you're surrendering or you're giving up. I don't know what this is, but Spirit is showing you a different path. And you're meant to take this new path. It's revealing itself to you for a reason. This is where you get to plant that seed. This is where you're going to experience that clarification or affirmation or confirmation. I feel you're going to get this, whether it's through these animals or something else that you might hear in this reading or experience in your life's experience after this reading or before or whenever. This is really interesting because, again, they're showing me somebody in the middle. They're showing all these different stages of your past and these stages of your future. These haven't happened yet, your future. And I feel someone's putting a lot of weight and stress around the future. So the little pathways there, you're not meant to know them. I don't know. They're saying that you're not meant to know. You don't get the luxury of understanding or knowing what the path is. It's a clean slate. You have to allow yourself to take one step at a time and trust that everything is happening the way that it's meant to. They want you to keep planting that seed as you are moving along. I'm getting a dream or a desire, an experience that you're calling into your life that you've been praying for. And again, Spirit is saying what you wish to experience, you are very capable of experiencing it. It's how you show up in the world, how you choose to nurture and tend to the seed that you are now going to plant. It's very important for you to understand, what is the seed that I'm planting? What is the seed? Do I know what kind of tree this is? Is it an apple tree, an orange tree? Maybe it's a tomato tree. How much water does it need? How much sunlight does it need? What kind of soil? Like, you need to know all of these things. And it's not, sorry, Spirit is saying you don't need to know all of these things because you're going to learn all of these things along the way. So you don't need to know what you need to do sometimes, right? Sometimes we like to plan things out and that's okay. Some of us are meant to plan things out, especially if we know how to plan things out. But if you're somebody that doesn't know, you're uncertain, you're at a crossroads, you're not sure, take that first step. Then take that next step, and then take the other step and keep taking those steps, right? Nurturing, putting your energy in and learning and growing, and you're going to find yourself in that experience. That's what's coming through for you right now. The next 24 hours, I feel that there's a seed that you have planted and you're going to see it sprout or blossom, right? Some of you are going to make a commitment to plant this seed because there's something showing up for you right now in your reality. Something showing up now. This can show up as an actual physical something in your life. This can show up as guidance, as communication, right? This can show up as anything. And again, it's coming through, I don't know why they keep saying slow down, through you slowing down and paying attention to everything that is happening around you. And I'm not saying to look around obsessively, but to just be aware in the present moment and being in the experience of what you're experiencing. So let's go ahead and pull a Lightworkers Oracle card and see what else Spirit wants to share with you around this energy. So we are getting here for you, spiritual decree. Spiritual decree. Okay, so I feel there's a major expansion that is happening in your consciousness. There's a connection to other realms. There's a connection to other beings, information, knowledge, ancestors, ascended masters. There's some sort of knowing. You're going to connect with something that is beyond your wildest dreams here. The number 41. So some of you might be seeing this number in your life. Some of you might be resonating with this image. Right? This is a connection to the universe. This is an understanding of you being connected to everything around you, everything in this experience, you are one with it. So this could be some sort of a practice that you have implemented in your life that is allowing you to connect this deep to the world. But there's definitely, I'm getting prayer as well coming in as a powerful practice for some of you. Surrender is not an invitation to abdicate your free will. Rather, it's an encouragement to use your personal will to align with the intentions and workings of a loving intelligence that serves the greater good. You have a choice as to how you feel you can best accomplish such alignment. Release attachment without letting go of the fierce commitment to manifesting your heart's most inspired vision in one such way. When there is purity and devotion to the greater good in your heart, you can trust in the heart's inspirations and emanations of higher will. Surrender allows you to retain your purity, doing all that you can and allowing things to unfold as they will, according to a greater plan and purpose that we cannot consciously grasp, but can trust nonetheless. The capacity for spiritual decree follows from your soul's innate spiritual birthright to choose to give voice to what truly inspires the heart and to take action on one's dreams. You can express your sacred birthright of free will, intention, and empowerment to set the cosmic wheels in motion. Speak your truth. Speak your truth to the universe. Align with your heart. Affirm service to the greater good as the ultimate guiding purpose, and then decree it, and you shall be it. Okay, so they want you to claim it, because then you will experience it. And surrender and let yourself go through the experience, because sometimes we can't control our external experiences. We can't control them. We can't control people. We have to surrender and trust and allow ourselves to move right through it and know that we are safe and protected, and we are going to receive the guidance that we need to get through whatever it is that we're experiencing, whatever it is that we're calling into our lives as well. So what I'm going to do now is pull a personal message for you, 3 personal messages actually. So this is where I'll ask you to pause the video, take a deep breath, connect to spirit, and then come back to receive these messages. So your first message here is spiritual awakening. Some of you are going through a spiritual awakening, or perhaps you're going to reach the pinnacle of that spiritual awakening and gain a new perspective or some sort of an understanding over the next 24 hours. So there is a light inside everyone, and a spiritual awakening is about lighting it up. Feel the beauty in your life and listen to your inner voice. When you are awakened, you will have more power to face life. Okay, so look at that. And butterflies. Pay attention to butterflies around you. Images, actual butterflies on the internet, on TV, on clothing, on books. Just a natural. Okay, so just a natural. We have an eagle. Some of you might be seeing eagles. This is coming in as a confirmation. This is just letting me know that it's time to look at the bigger pictures. There might be details you're not seeing because you're too close to the situation. So the ups and downs in life are just a natural phenomenon. Don't dwell on it too much. Just let it happen. Accept the changes in your life and face them with equanimity, and you will be more calm and relaxed. Ups and downs happen. We just got to go through them. And when we are going through maybe the downs, which are the harder parts, Spirit wants you to tap into that inner strength to overcome them, but know that you will overcome them. They're only temporary, those downs, when we go through them. And your third message is make a change. It's time for you to make a change in your life. Okay? So the message here is there's some truth you're resistant to accept over and over again until you're tired and restrained beyond depression. It takes a decision to live life for yourself. Life is all about passion. Then you make a change and the world around you follows. I feel this message is tied to the 2 of Swords for you in some way. Like these 2 messages are intertwined. Okay, it's time to make a change. So your angel message now. So some of you are seeing angel numbers, repeating numbers. This is going to give you your confirmation and guidance today. So we have sacred match, 222. We have alignments that are taking place. You are in alignment with an experience that you have drawn into your life here, something that you have shifted into. It's a higher frequency, higher vibration. And we have the energy of love here, the energy of connection. So they want you to pay attention to the love around you, the experiences that give you the most comfort. The more that it just feels like a really good energy that you can surround yourself with, that you feel really good in. It feels like a warm and cozy blanket, right? And you thrive in connections within a group, within a bunch of people here. And we're getting 3 2s here in this card. So I feel that connections are going to be important for you, especially with people. Okay? Not to close yourself off, and don't be afraid to be yourself with others. Okay, so this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching.